Hey nerds, welcome to Jerry Bear Reacts. Today we are keeping along with the Marvel train. We had a lot of Marvel stuff this week. We'll probably get into some more supernatural stuff hopefully next week. But I really wanted to get these out of the way because I've had them for so long, and I was like, these were requested, I feel like forever ago, and I just wanted to go ahead and get to them. So this is Infinity War Violent Hill by Grable 425. I feel like I've watched some from them before. 121K subscribers, posted back September 2018 with a runtime of 136,000 views with a runtime of 233. If you guys want to watch uninterrupted, a link in the description box down below. And of course, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe for daily content. If there's a day, there is a reaction. So with that, look, let's go ahead and end it pretty quickly, huh? Short video for this week. Why not? We got a bunch of other stuff going on. Jerry does his best work behind the scenes. Infinity War. My favorite movie, by the way.
I know what it's like to lose. Feel so desperately that you're right.
WandaVision, WandaVision.
Was a long and dark December. From the rooftops I remember there was snow.
Fun fact real quick, hold on. This dude right here has like one of the same outfits that Andrew Garfield wore in one of the Amazing Spider-Man. She tried. Gamora, you tried. Like, tried. That Vision scene is so fucked up. Like, it's just. Ah. Insect. Ooh. Why'd you let me go? For the Soul Stone.
I took my love down to Violet Hill.
Did you do it?
There we sat in snow.
Yes.
All that time she was silent still. So if you love me, won't you let me
I can't.
know? If you love
What did it
me,
cost?
won't you let me know?
Everything. Look. Ow. Okay. Look. So I've talked about it multiple times with Infinity War. But in case you're new here, I'll tell it again. So in the theater for Infinity War, right? I've had the privilege to watch every single MCU movie in theaters, like launch night, and it's just been it's just an experience in and of itself, and it may never be the same way ever again. But I can always say that I got to do that for all the big ones. So Infinity War was like, I've never been so hyped for a movie to come out. I've never been just like I reread every single one of the Infinity War comics leading up to it. I read the Infinity War comic while in the theater to watch Infinity War. I saw it 5 times in 3 days, and I've watched it probably at least 30 times since. It's an emotional roller coaster, but the first experience is the one I always talk about because spoilers for Infinity War, by the way, if you haven't seen it. you can go ahead. This is I'm gonna talk about this and then head out for the video. So if you don't want any spoilers, drink some water. So there's a lot of people still haven't seen it that tell me that all the time, and I'm like, watch it. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. So the scene with Vision, right, is wild because when Wanda breaks the Mind Stone in his head, the theater's clapping, right, like crazy. And I remember sitting there, and I got my best friend next to me, and I remember sitting there, and I'm just like, oh, they don't. Oh, they think they won. I'm like, oh, they think they won. I was like, oh man. I was like, he just got the time stone. And he like winds time back, and you hear a collective just like, oh wait. And now the theater, there's tension in the room, right? It's packed. Like there are people standing in the aisleway, like it's packed. There are people who's not supposed to be there, like standing like up against the thing, just like, and there's just tension. And the only thing I wanted to happen throughout that whole movie, I wanted to see the snap happen because it's such a monumental moment in the comics. And I just wanted to see the snap happen. And I'm like, one of two things is going to happen. Either they'll kill him beforehand, but it's a 2-part movie. So like either they'll stop him or like he'll snap. And when he snaps, the movie's over. Like that's all they're going to show. So he gets that stone. And then Stormbreaker comes flying through and hits him in the chest. And it's such a switcheroo almost. Because then now the audience is like, oh, what's the next movie? You know, that's my thought process is, okay, so what about the next movie? And he gets it caught in the chest. I'm like, damn, they're not going to do it. And he's like, you should have gone for the head. And watching him lift it'd be his left hand, but watching him, I just remember doing this. And I sat there. And everybody, there was a gasp. Like a, and I'm like, what the fuck? What's going to happen? It's like you're watching a real life disaster take place. I have this sinking anxiety feeling. There's a pit in my stomach. I'm nervous, I'm anxious, and I'm just staring at the screen like this. And I'm watching these heroes disappear. Now, Bucky wasn't shocked, but Black Panther saying, "This is no place to die," and disappearing. I was like, oh man, old girl just disappeared. And then it was Black Panther. Now I'm in a state of fucking panic. I'm like, oh, they're shooting from the hip. I'm like, they're shooting from the hip. And the moment that got me, like people are already crying. People are crying during the Groot scene, but the moment that always gets me, even when I rewatch it, even to this day, is the Spider-Man scene. It's my favorite superhero. And Peter walking up to Tony, and everybody around him's gone except for Nebula. The Guardians are gone. Strange is gone. Black Panther's gone. Bucky, Groot, Sam, they're gone. And him saying, I don't want to go. Please, Mr. Stark, I don't want to go. I'm sorry, I don't want to go. I wept. Like, I'm sobbing in this theater. And then Thanos just sits down. Like, he gets out of there. He gets away scot-free. And he sits. And he smiles. And the movie ends in such a peaceful tone. But yet the bad guy just won. There's a peaceful tone to it. And the peaceful tone is for Thanos. It's not for us. It's supposed to be unsettling for the viewer. And the credits start to roll. And people are weeping like they're at a funeral around me. And I'm sobbing. And my best friend looks at me and goes, are you okay? I'm like, no, like I'm not. And I'm just like, just crying my eyes out. And people are leaving the theater. Normally people are happy, giddy, talking about theories and stuff. It's like you just left a funeral. Looking at the people's faces that walked out of that theater, that were sitting there waiting to go in as we were walking out, was like, they're just staring at us. And we're all just crying. Imagine seeing that for You Go In. Like, are you kidding me? No way I could do that. And I got in the car, and we just we start discussing theories, and it was just morning, and then I watched it every single time. And then same thing happened with Endgame. Endgame was more of just like I cried too, but not as bad as Infinity War. Infinity War, start to finish, is a fantastic movie. MCU, I highly recommend you. I don't think you can just watch Infinity War and Endgame. Like, you really need to watch. You can watch Infinity War and Endgame by themselves. It's a 1 and 2 movie if you wanted to. But to really fully get the feel, like, you just got to watch all the movies. It is what it is. So on that note, an end of the week. You guys have a beautiful one. Get some rest, some relaxation, playlist, and everything. Well, not yet. Down below, link to Patreon, Twitch, all the good stuff. And yeah, guys, playlist up on screen as always. Stay cute, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one.